So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the games that I've been playing and what I think of them so far. So let's get into it. All right, so the first one is Ecco the Dolphin on the Sega Game Gear. I did actually play all the way through on this one. I had the Sega Genesis version when I was a kid. Actually, maybe I rented it several times. I don't remember, but I played it several times when I was a kid. I just remember thinking it was so cool. The dolphin and swimming underwater in the ocean. It was a game that I played a lot as a kid, but I was never very good at it. Right? I don't think I even made it past like the first level. I would get on there, I would play for 10-15 minutes at a time, swimming around, eating fish, and I could never figure out where to really go or what to do. It was too hard. I think I did get past the opening level once, and then I just kept dying, and so I eventually gave up on the game. But for some reason, as hard as it was, and as terrible as I was at the game, I still loved it. And I think because back then I was big into, the ocean and dolphins and sea life, and so having a video game where you could play as a dolphin was super cool. But man, it was hard. So this one, it was pretty good. It brought back a lot of those memories of playing Ecco the Dolphin. It was still pretty challenging. I don't know if I would have been able to get all the way through it had it not been for the save state system on my analog pocket here. That made it significantly easier. So I cheated, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. It's a classic. I do have the sequel as well that I haven't played yet, so I'll be giving that a shot pretty soon. But Ecco the Dolphin, I'm sure you've heard of it. If you haven't, got to check it out. It's a pretty challenging underwater puzzle game. All right, next up, Battletoads on the Game Gear. I was pretty surprised to find this at a game store recently. I was a huge Ninja Turtles fan, and when I saw the Battletoads, it was right up my alley. They were pretty similar, except they were, toads instead of turtles. But it's a great side-scrolling beat-em-up game. It is very challenging, though. Man, I remember playing this as a kid. Actually, I think I was playing it on the Sega Genesis, but that turbo tunnel level, I think it's like the third or fourth level, is so hard. It's so hard. You're on speeder bikes and you're jumping and avoiding obstacles, and I just remember dying over and over and over and over. I don't think I've ever beaten this game. I haven't played it all the way through yet, but I plan to, especially with the lovely save feature on my analog pocket. Definitely gonna be playing through this one sometime soon. But it's pretty fun. I love beat 'em up games like Streets of Rage, and Battletoads is pretty good, but it is difficult, like most of these games back then were. But it's pretty cool. Check it out. All right, next up is NHL Blades of Steel. I love hockey games, so I had to give this game a shot, and it's crazy. This is more of like like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. The players are just bouncing off each other and smashing each other the entire game. It's more like Mortal Kombat than it is a hockey game. It's crazy, and it's hard. I had a hard time scoring goals in this game. I didn't make it very far. It is fun. I will say it's definitely more of an arcade experience than an actual hockey game. But yeah, everybody on the ice is just beating the crap out of each other the entire game. So, worth checking out. It's not particularly expensive. It's pretty easy to find this game. So check it out. You might like it. Maybe, maybe not. All right, next up is NHL 2000 I think this game is actually pretty good as far as hockey games go on the Game Boy or Game Boy Color. I think this is probably the best one. Unless I'm missing one. If I'm missing one that's really good, please let me know, because I'm always looking for a good hockey game. I was less disappointed with this one than the others I have played, like NHL 95 and 96 and Blades of Steel. It's pretty good. It's a good hockey simulation. It felt like a hockey game. The controls are better than the other hockey games that I played. It's still not great, but it's about as good as you'll get for a hockey game on the Game Boy, in my opinion. All right, next up is Kirby's Pinball Land. You know, I am a huge Kirby fan. I love all the Kirby games. I haven't played one yet that I don't like, but I haven't played them all. But I love pinball and I love Kirby, so this is great. It's good pinball. It's fun. Yeah, I don't have much more to say than that. It's a good pinball game. It's a good Kirby pinball game. Try it. All right, so this next one is Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Game Boy Advance. Oh my God, this game is awesome. Okay, it's so good. I played through this Super Nintendo version years ago, and I actually did beat the game on Super Nintendo, but I've been playing this on my analog pocket, and I will say that it is a lot more fun having the save state system. So again, yes, I did play through this recently, and I cheated by using the save feature on the analog pocket, but it's so good that the only issue with this game is that once you make it all the way through, you are presented with probably the greatest fake out in gaming history. The princess tells you that you need to go back and redo it all over again, basically. So yeah, you have to play through the game twice to beat it, and it's a pain in the butt, but it is so fun to play. It's so charming. The enemies are awesome. The platforming is crazy. It's ridiculously hard. You're gonna die over and over and over again. It's all about memorizing patterns and precision platforming and timing. It's tough, but it's worth it. And it just keeps me coming back for more. I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy. This is probably one of the best games that I've played on my Game Boy Advance. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed it that much. Maybe I'm a sucker for punishment. I don't know, but it's a great game. Give it a shot. You're a knight trying to save a princess. All right, what's better than that? There's nothing better than that. It's great. And you're killing zombies and skeletons and dragons, and it's just a good time. But it's hard. Very hard. You're gonna die a lot, I promise. All right, the next game that I'm gonna talk about real quick is Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins. Oh my gosh, this game. I played this so much as a kid. It's the sequel to Super Mario Land, also a great game. But this game was incredible. It had better power-ups, better graphics, all these awesome different themed zones. And you had to go to each zone and beat the boss and get the coin from that zone and then defeat Wario. I've played through this game a bunch of times. It's not super difficult to play through. It's not very challenging, but it is one of my favorite Mario games and what really made me fall in love with the Mario games. So many fond memories of playing this one. If you have not played this Mario, you are missing out. It is incredible. Give it a shot. You won't regret it. It's so good. Okay, so the next two games that I'm gonna talk about, I was just blown away at how good they are. I know, for those of you that are familiar with these games, I already know that they're reproductions. And I had to find out the hard way, okay? I'm new at this, I'm still learning, but I bought both of these games thinking that I got a good deal, and they are fakes. I know it. Sad. Fortunately, I did not pay full price for these, and now I know why. But I still played through both of them, not knowing at the time that they were reproductions, and man, they are so good. Metroid Zero Mission. It's a remake of the original Metroid. but it improves on it in just about every way. You actually have a map in this one, which is huge. It's so good. Like, if you enjoy that style of game, the Metroidvania, you just can't go wrong with this one. I was glued to it from the very start all the way to the end. I couldn't put it down. I was playing it in the car. I was playing it at the hockey rink. Everywhere I had a free moment, I was playing Metroid Zero Mission until I completed it. And I thought it was super cool at the end how you got to play as Samus in her Zero suit and go on kind of a stealth mission. And then you got your suit and you just went on a rampage and destroyed all of the aliens on your way out. It's just really good. Highly recommended if you're a Metroid fan. I'm sure most of you have already played this, but it was new to me. I had never played it before. It was my first time, and so good. The bosses, the exploration, the power-ups, the enemies, I mean, it was just, I loved everything about this game. So good, try it. Metroid Fusion was also fantastic. Okay, this game was so good. I was also glued to this one. I couldn't put it down. I played both of these back to back, like a crazy person, just nonstop playing these games. It's kind of rekindled my love for the Metroid series. So now I want to go back and play Dread again because I loved Dread. I just picked up a Nintendo 3DS, so I'm going to be playing Samus Returns on that. Love Metroid, and these games did not disappoint. Metroid Fusion, a lot of people complained that it was more linear. It does hold your hand a bit. The map tells you exactly where you need to go. It wasn't very difficult. I didn't really ever get stuck or anything like I did in older Metroid games. There was just a level of intensity when it came to dealing with the SAX and Samus's clone. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. You should definitely check it out. You should check out both of these games. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna try and buy the actual real versions to add to my collection because now I feel bad that I have these reproductions. I don't know. I want the real thing. Okay, so while we're talking about Metroid, the next one is Metroid 2. This is one of the games that I had in my very small collection as a kid, and I played it a lot and I loved it. I loved the creepy vibe and the feeling of isolation and the hidden power-ups and the exploration. But man, it was hard. It was easy to get lost. I got lost for hours on end. I had no idea what I was doing or where I was going. And I don't think I ever finished this game, which is terribly sad. So I'm definitely going to spend some more time playing this one and finish it all the way through because it is it's a classic. I love Metroid. I love this style of game so much, and I think I love it more and more the older I get. When I was young, these kind of games were very hard, but now I love them. I'm going to play through this one, and then I'm going to play through this one, which is the remake for the Nintendo 3DS. This is a completely different animal right here. It's the same story as Metroid 2, but everything else has been overhauled. It's a brand new 3D experience for the Nintendo 3DS. It's a lot of fun. I only played like maybe an hour of this so far, but I'm definitely going to be playing this through because it's just so cool. I might even do a longer review video of both of these games because they're just some of my favorites. Metroid is probably my favorite Nintendo franchise. So love these games. Check them out if you haven't already, but be prepared for a challenge with this one. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about real quick, Earthworm Jim. All right. Man, I love Earthworm Jim. I love platformers, and this was a wacky platformer from the 90s that I just fell in love with. So I had to get every version of it. I guess I didn't get every version. There's lots of other versions of it out there that I don't have, but I got the Game Boy Advance, the OG Game Boy, Game Gear version as well. They're all pretty decent ports. I had a blast playing through them. I have so many good memories of Earthworm Jim, and I had all the toys and the posters, and I was just obsessed with Earthworm Jim for a while. I played the sequel too. The sequel's pretty good. I'm probably going to try and pick that one up as well. But nothing beats the original. I think the Game Boy Advance one, by far looks the best. The controls are a little funky, but it's still fun to play. And surprisingly, the original Game Boy version is actually a pretty good port. Like I was impressed. It's pretty fun to play. The controls are good. The graphics aren't wonderful, but it's to be expected on the OG Game Boy. So I would check out this version. Game Gear version, not bad either. I had fun with this one as well. Earthworm Jim, highly recommend checking it out. All right, so the next one I'm going to talk about real quick is Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. I've never been a huge Sonic fan. I love platformers, and I know a lot of people love Sonic, and I understand why. I get it, but there's just something about Sonic that I don't know. I just not a big fan. Maybe it's because I suck at Sonic games. I've never been very good at them. I don't think I've played one all the way through yet. But this one seems especially bad. And from what I've read in the reviews and stuff, a lot of folks agree with me that this is definitely one of the worst Sonics out there. So don't really recommend this one. I didn't play very much of it yet. I don't know if I'll go back and try to play it all the way through or not, but it's not going well so far. So don't really recommend it, but yeah. Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. All right, next up is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Wow, this is a fantastic game. I never played any of the Mario and Luigi series. I don't know why, somehow I missed them. I'm a military retiree and I was in the military for 20 years and I missed a lot of great games during that time, probably because I was a little busy. I was pleasantly surprised with this one, and I can't believe how much content is on this cartridge. I haven't finished it yet, but I've spent several hours playing it now, and just when I think it's coming to an end, there's more. And I've enjoyed it really quite a lot so far. I love the combat system. The turn-based combat system is really fun. And timing your jumps and your brother abilities and things like that are just a lot of fun. The puzzles are cool, the environments are cool, the story is really great. I've just been having a lot of fun with this game. It's really good. Highly recommend it. Okay, the last game that I'm going to talk about is Tales of Monsterland DX. All right, so this was recently released by Mod Retro for the Chromatic, which I have right here. Very lovely handheld system. I was really enjoying this game. I bought it for a road trip recently, and I finally sat down to play it, and I was super excited, and I turned it on, and it's so charming, and the platforming was good, and I loved the art style and the enemies and the boss fight. And then it was over. It was over in like 2 hours. This is probably the shortest game I have ever played. It's like just when it was starting to get really good, it was over. And I was sad because I was really enjoying this game. You can tell there was a lot of love put into this game. And I just wish it was longer, just a little bit, because it feels like you play the first level and then the rest of the game is missing. I think I paid $40 for this game, and I don't feel like there's $40 worth of game here, which is sad because I really like what's there. What's there is really good. So I hope there's more. I just really wish this game was longer. But other than that, like I said, it's a cute, fun, charming platformer. It comes in this really cool box. I love the way that Mod Retro packages these releases. It was such a cool game. I was getting really into it. I'll read you the back here real quick. A village besieged by monsters, a mysterious tower, and a broken rope bridge. Save the village by uncovering the origin of these creatures. Run, jump, and battle your way through a strange land, gaining powerful abilities to help you in your quest. It's non-stop action all the way to the end, and then maybe you'll find your way home. Well, it was non-stop action all the way to the end, but the end came very fast. I do recommend checking it out, but be prepared for a very brief experience. All right, guys, so that's it for the games. I've been playing all of these on either my Chromatic or my Analog Pocket. I love both of them. They're still, like I've said before, they're both great systems. But man, Analog Pocket is just awesome. If you can get your hands on one, I highly recommend it. There's so much you can do with it. You know, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, all the ROMs. It's just so good, and the screen looks amazing. It really makes the games look even better than they originally did. And I love the save feature. It's really helped me get through some of those tougher games that I could never beat as a kid. So I'm just really enjoying the Analog Pocket. Highly recommend it. Check it out. I'm also excited to share that I recently picked up a Nintendo 3DS. This is the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and I did put a clear plastic case on it and some screen protectors because I'm scared of breaking this thing, but it's been awesome so far. I did mod it, even though I'm not a big fan of downloading games. I like to have the original cartridges, and I still plan on buying original cartridges for it, but there is a ton of stuff you can do with a modded 3DS that is really cool that I'm just now learning about. So I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to play Metroid. Really looking forward to playing through this game. I'll probably do another video on this later on. But yeah, super excited about this. I can't wait to show you guys more of what I do and play on my 3DS. All right, guys, so that's what I've been playing lately. I had fully intended on doing full-length reviews for all of these games, but like I said before, I just don't have the time to do that. So I figured I'd at least share with you guys what I've been playing and what I think about some of these games. So please let me know what you think of some of these games in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.